Howdy y'all, and welcome back to my Let's Play of EVE Online. Where we left off last time, we just completed mission number 2 of the tutorial series, and we were ready to move on to mission number 3. But first, as part of the reward for the last mission, we got a small shield booster 1. Now, this small shield booster, let's bring up the info on it. Bring up the attributes. Okay, if we scroll down here, we will see that the shield bonus, every tick, the shield booster will give your shields 26 more hit points. If we go over to our civilian shield booster, we will get, if we scroll down, we only get 7 hit points. A civilian version of anything is always the least effective, and sometimes it doesn't even work outside of the mission that you're given that item for. For instance, civilian salvaging units will not work on wrecks outside of missions that you were given that salvaging unit for. You have to purchase a regular salvager in order to salvage wrecks outside of those missions. So since we have a upgrade, basically, we will take this civilian booster, we'll take it off of our ship, and we will put the small shield booster onto our ship. Now you'll notice the small shield booster, it takes a lot more CPU and power grid than the civilian one. See, if I mouse over the civilian one, it will show you that it only takes a little bit of each, but this small shield booster takes quite a bit more because it's quite a bit better than the civilian one. Okay, so we'll close that, and we'll close that. Now, we're done with the other mission, so we'll click next. Now, replacing, now this is just what she talked about. We got an upgrade to our shield booster, and we equipped it on our ship, and we've done this. We've opened the fitting window, so we'll click next there. Now, finding your skills. Now, we've talked about this before. You open up your character sheet, and it'll show you all of your skills that you currently have trained and are training. See, it says 1 in the queue for gunnery, which I'm currently training right now. I'm training gunnery to level 4. She just goes on about how to read this, where to find these things, etc. So we'll click next there. She talks about how to add things to the training queue. We've already looked at that. Open up the queue. You can drag and drop things into the queue. You don't have to drag them to the end. You could actually drag them to the beginning. And when you hit apply, it will change from gunnery to small hybrid turrets. And you will not lose any progress that you've made on the gunnery level 4 skill. It will pause, basically. Even if you take gunnery out of the queue altogether, you will still save your progress towards the next level, and the next time you put it in the queue, you'll just pick up from that point and move forward. So that's how that works. No, I don't want to save any of those changes. I want to keep doing gunnery. So we'll close that. We'll click next here. And you can move queues up, you can move things up and down the queue by just dragging and dropping. That's very easy. Now, setting a destination to another star system. Okay, she's wanting us to go somewhere else. So in order to do that, we need to talk to her. She's going to give us a mission to go to a different star system. So let's take a look at this. She says that we've been learning quickly. You're ready to start setting your own goals soon. Before we head out on your own, you should stop off at the local academy. Follow the tutorial steps, guide you to a neighboring star system. She's wanting us to take these pilot certification documents and take them to the Erlen system. Alright? Now, in order to do that, we need to first accept the mission that we will do that. So we'll accept the mission, and then we need to right-click on our destination. We need to go pick them up from the Erlen system. That's where they're at. They're not here. This is the drop-off location. This is the pickup location. So we'll set it as our destination. And it'll pop up over here under route. See, you used to have just the system name, agent missions. Well, now setting a destination gives you a route. And it says the Erlen system. It's in the Kimatoro constellation in the Forge region of Caldari space. It's only one jump away. This is the little cross here indicates that is our destination. If it were multiple jumps away, there would be solid squares for each jump that you would need to make to your destination, and those squares would be color-coded based upon the security status of the system that you're jumping through. Blue is 1.0. Shades of green are 0.5 to 0.9. Shades of yellow or orange are 0.1 to 0.4. And then red squares are your nullsec space. So if there are any reds, yellows, or oranges that pop up in your route, you might want to think about changing your route because you're about to go through very dangerous space. If it's all yellow, green, and blue, then you can just fly through it fairly safe. There's no such thing as safe space in Eve, but it's more safe than flying through low or nullsec. So we will close this, and she says click next. Finding the first Stargate. Okay, well let's undock because we're not going to find one in this station. Oh, I forgot something. And this is something that a lot of people will forget. We're going to have to redock because... Oh no, we're not. Where we're going is the pickup location. Okay, a lot of times, I'll go over this now. A lot of times, if you're doing what's called a transport mission, they will ask you, you need to transport this object from this station to this station. Station A to Station B. If you're already in Station A, they don't put the object in your cargo hold of your ship. They'll put it in your item hangar, and you have to remember before you undock to move the object from your item hangar into your ship's cargo hold, or you'll undock and fly the route without the item that you need. So she just says after you undock and locate the Stargate you're headed to, click next. We will. Alright, in order to locate the Stargate we're headed to, you can look over here on the overview of this, and you will notice that one of the Stargates is now colored yellow. When you have a route going, the next Stargate you need to jump through, or the next station you need to dock with, is going to be color-coded yellow in the icons. It's a very easy way to figure out where am I going next on my route. This is the Stargate to Erlen, so we will right-click, and we will... She wants us to get there and then open the radial menu, then jump. That's a very dangerous way to travel through Eve. The safest way is to right-click on the gate when you're still far away from it and click to automatically jump through the gate. The reason for this is because gate camps, people who set up around a Stargate and try to kill people that are coming through it or to it, they expect people, or they want people to not automatically jump the minute they get to the Stargate. They would like people to warp to the gate and then take the extra time to either fly close to the gate and then jump, or jump to the gate and then take that extra second it will take to click on it, get the radar menu up, and then jump. And in that time, they try to prevent you from jumping. However, as you just saw, if you click jump from far away, your ship will warp to the gate and automatically try to jump through it, and that is usually faster than what other players can attack your ship, get you targeted and attack you. So that is the safer way to fly through space in Eve, especially low and nullsec space. There are other tricks that will make it even safer for you to do in low and nullsec, like never warp gate to gate ever, because there are things called drag bubbles that players will set up that if you jumped gate to gate will either drag you out of warp where they can kill you inside a warp bubble, or when you get to the gate will drag your ship away from the gate and they're able to kill you that way. And they set these up expecting people to jump directly from one gate to another. Okay? But if you avoid doing that, you can make your travels much safer out in nullsec. But we jumped through the gate, so let's click next. Warping to your next mission location. Okay, now we need to find the location, the station that we're trying to go to. We're in the right system, but now we need to find our station. So we'll come over here under agent because we have no route, we have no destination at this point. So we'll come over here, and under the encounter it says warp to location. So we'll click on that, and our ship will automatically warp to the mission location. Here we go. She says to click next once you've arrived there. We're going to arrive there in a second, so we'll just click ahead. Now, retrieving the mission from the Academy office. Okay, when we get here, there's going to be a container that is floating in space. And as we said in the very first episode, those containers are a little diamond pattern on your overview. Here it is. In order for us to open this, we have to get within 2,500 meters of it. So we will select it, and we will say, open the cargo hold. Now, what this will do is you can't open it from 7,000 meters away, so your ship will automatically travel towards it. And when it gets within range, it will then automatically open the cargo hold of the object that you told it to open. Here we go. There, now it should open. Here we go, right here. And there are the pilot certification things. Now, in order to put them on our ship, we simply click and drag them onto our ship, and now they're on our ship. So we can close that, and we can click next here. And this is just saying you can look at other objects while you're flying around. You don't have to stay looking at your ship. So if we come over here, and let's look at this Caldari battleship. If we mouse over the plus to get more options, we can look at a Caldari battleship, and this is what they look like. Very nice. That's just what she's talking about here. So we'll click next. We can also get more info on this item by right-clicking, holding, and doing show info, and it'll give you a description of the ship. Things, if you want to read that, you can. So you can just pause the video. But we'll move on. This talks about the little information button that some things have, like if we come over here and we click on this, and let's do show info and the attributes, or we can open the regional market and select an item. Let's select the Iridium Charge. See a little information button here. You click on that, brings up the information window. That's all she's talking about. So we'll click next. Using the Interbus Ship Identification System, ISIS. Alright. This shows you all the possible ships that a character can fly in EVE Online. You start out with your rookie ship. This is our Ibis. This is the Caldari rookie ship. You have shuttles. You have industrial ships, transport ships, freighters. That is the industrial line. And then the more combat-oriented line will give you frigates, interceptors, assault frigates, covert op ships, electronic op ships, destroyers, and then you get into your cruisers, your battle cruisers, your battleships, and then your capital ships, your dreadnoughts, your carriers, and ultimately your Titans. And you can change the race that you're looking at. Right now we're looking at the Caldari. We can look at the Galante. They have different types of ships. Here's their frigates, their destroyers, their cruisers, their transports. A very famous one of theirs is the Iteran Mark V. It is a ship with a very large cargo hold, one of the largest in the game. A lot of people, even if they aren't a Galante, will still fly an Iteran Mark V simply because of its huge cargo capacity. So that's one of the better known ships. And then if you want to, you can also look at some of the pirate ships in the game that you can look at. Different frigates, cruisers, battle cruisers. And then the Sisters of Eve, they have ships as well that you can look at. So that is what ISIS is. Alright, finding mission information in the journal. Here's your journal. Journal is basically your quest list, or your mission list. It will hold all of the offered and accepted missions that your character has either been offered or accepted. We only have one at the moment, so this is it. You can right click on it, read the details, and it will pop up the mission information that you saw when we were talking with Aura. Right now we have a check mark for the certification documents. We have them. We came to the proper location to get them, and now we need to head back. Okay, let's click next here. Setting a destination from the mission journal. Okay, in order to head back, we do the same thing we did as when we came here. When we came here, we right-click this and set the destination. To go back, we can right-click and set destination to go back to the right system. Now, instead of a plus sign, it is an open box. What that means is the plus sign means you set a system for your destination. You just wanted to get to the system, and then you were going to figure out where you wanted to go within that system. An open box means you have set a specific station within a system as your destination, the State War Academy. And that will make it even easier for us to warp around and finally get back home. So we will click next. Okay, using jump and dock to return to base. Okay, so we will do that. Let us get back to our ship. So we can click this, go back to our Ibis. We will scroll down. Here is our destination Stargate. There are many Stargates in the system, but only one is colored yellow. That is the one we want to use, so we will right click and jump.
Warp drive active.
Here we go back. Arriving at the Stargate. Now these ships you see flying around the Stargate, here, up there, these are Concord ships. this is a 1.0 security system, so all of these stargates and all of the stations will have Concord ships around them to help protect people in that system. The lower the security goes, the fewer ships you will see until you get all the way down to low sec, and Concord is not there. They will show up eventually, but they aren't static in the area. Alright, sorry about that interruption. My son needed a drink. Anyway, we were saying we are now in the system Kisogo, back home, and our destination was set to the station. So now it is highlighted in yellow as well. So we can right click on it and just select dock.
Warp drive active.
And that will move our ship to the station and automatically request to dock, at which point we can complete our third tutorial mission.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And we're back. Now to complete the mission, you open the conversation and complete the mission. And there we go. Alright, I think I'll cut it here, and next time we will start on mission number 4. Thanks, see y'all.